Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have a roundup of exceptional dupes, really good options, things that perform like luxury without the luxury price tag. We have sunscreen, face, skincare, lip category comes in hard, so let's go on ahead and dive on in. Like the video, share it, do the things, leave a comment. Tell me if there's a dupe that I need to try that you somehow stumbled upon. Help a girl out. I will feature you in an upcoming dupes video because I like doing these at least once a month. All right, attention please. We have a dupe that is gonna blow your minds because the price is right and it's not just drugstore $15 price. This first one is coming in hot at $4.99. We have aloe vera, vitamin B. We have a cooling effect within the stick. This is from Essence. It is their Hydro Grip Jelly Under Eye Primer Stick. You guys know since I tried out the technique of using an Aquaphor stick underneath the eyes before concealer to prevent creasing that I've been trying every single stick option out there. I have tried Tula, I have tried Tatcha. The one that I landed on that I recommend the most is from Embryolisse. Now this one is cooling, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, it is a good one. I always put this underneath my eyes before concealer because I really do feel like it helps to smooth things out and helps your concealer to wear better with less creasing. Now you still want to use an eye cream, so neither of these formulas claim to be your eye cream or that it's replacing an eye cream. This is just for those of us that are a little extra, a little high maintenance, and we want and demand smooth under eye regions. We want the smooth, we want the blur, we want the depuffing. These two outside of the Essence coming in a green package, these two are twins. They are so spot on. I love this right here. It is so refreshing. It does exactly what it says it's gonna do. It hydrates, smooths, and just gives you a better canvas to work with as far as putting on your concealer. Try this one out. $4.99. These are great to throw in your travel bag too. If you're having a no makeup moment, you're on vacation, whatever, a little cooling eye stick will get you far, even if you're not wearing makeup. It's just a habit I've gotten into and I love. Next up, we have an impeccable color match for one of my favorite, more bougie, high-end blushes. You guys know I rave about the formula and the color and just everything A to Z with this YSL blush. They were very hyped up. I did not get sent PR, so I bought one. I wanted to buy more, but these are so shockingly expensive. So this is the Make Me Blush Blush Powder in JD1E. Is that really the name? JD1E? I'm so confused by the name. I feel like it should have a cuter name. Maybe that I'm just having a moment by myself where I'm shouldn't it be called something like Sweetheart Pink? Or I don't know. I always like to imagine the boardrooms on the days when they're naming products. I don't know who named this one, but formula is A+. I found a match, a perfect dupe from Jason Wu. Now this was lingering in my collection and I was opening up all of my blushes. These two are the same. They blur, they are matte, they are silky, they are the identical shade. Go and pick up some Jason Wu blush. This is in the shade Hydrangea. I do love that name. That's an appropriate blush name, in my opinion. For drugstore, slam dunk. Everything about this one is so good. Okay, we're taking off the lips because we're gonna put back on the lips. Supersize Me from Charlotte Tilbury is one of the most gorgeous lip liners. The shade is just absolutely everything. And for some reason, it does give to the name. It does supersize your lips. Check it out. We're gonna do half of the lip with Supersize Me. If you want to really supersize, go kind of in that inner corner right here of your mouth. Give a little extra and then leave here kind of blank. Maybelline Lifter Liner in Line Leader. She's a match. She's a match. She's a twin. On the lips, the lifter liner is not as saturated, but the tone and the texture is just about the same. You can see on my hand here, they have the same kind of rosy tone. I actually prefer the lifter liner. It gives you more of a soft blur and it's not as punchy as far as that rose tone. It almost leans not cool toned, but a little more neutral. This is such a great kind of overliney, hence the Supersize name from Charlotte Tilbury liner. Now we have glosses. We have a lifter gloss from Maybelline. We have Anastasia. These are, again, the same color family. The lifter gloss, I think, is a little more sheer, but it's giving that same like juicy, pinky kind of a thing right here. You can see swatched on my hand. Here we have Anastasia right next to it. They are very, very similar. So I'm going to go ahead with Anastasia over here. Gorgeous, beautiful, nothing wrong with the Anastasia, but some of us want to spend a little less. This is an option at the drugstore that will give you the same kind of a shine and that beautiful pink that has the right level of saturation. It's not too saturated. It's not totally opaque. There is some give to it. It's that gel glossy shine. And if you like a true pinky lip gloss that is not clear and you like the texture to be just so, then the lifter gloss in the shade Reef is the way to go. It is a near perfect dupe for soft pink from Anastasia. I have another Charlotte Tilbury inspired by Moment. Now this is giving kind of more see-through jelly shine. I'm gonna go ahead and put Charlotte over here. This is for a very particular person that just wants a hint of color. It's not going to saturate the same way the last two did. You can see it's like giving something. It's giving like a little kind of like wash of color that you would do for like a jelly nail. And I think it's very satisfying. This is in the shade Hall of Fame. Now the lifter gloss from Maybelline, we have the shade Peach Ring. And it's a little more saturated, but again, it's giving that kind of jelly. Do you see? Like it's not laying down a ton of pigment. It's just giving a little bit of that peachiness, a lot of that good wet shine, and just that kind of fun summertime, beautiful color that I think is fun to have. It's easy to throw on. You're not going to mess it up. Looks great on everyone. I absolutely love the lifter gloss formulas from Maybelline and didn't realize that these two were so close in texture, opacity, and tone. So there you have another lip dupe. I have a couple more in the lip category, but I have a very exciting sunscreen moment. Let's all just take a moment and really just marvel that I have finally found a drugstore option in the mineral sunscreen department, because I, for years, have complained whenever anyone's like, hey, get that you like Caudalie and Tatcha, but do you have anything at the drugstore that is sunscreen that you're liking? Now, my issue has been for the longest time that sunscreens from the drugstore break me out. And I personally prefer a mineral sunscreen to a chemical sunscreen, because chemical sunscreen, the scent of it just makes me want to yak. It's not pleasurable to use. It lingers, and I feel like it's assaulting my nose all day long, and then I'm tasting it, and it's like a whole sensory thing that I personally do not love. If you want a mineral sunscreen that also has ceramides, hyaluronic acid, squalene, all of these other nourishing, good for your skin ingredients, this is like skincare plus. Really, you can use this and forego your moisturizer if you want to. It does not break me out. I love the amount of zinc that's in here, and it doesn't leave a white cast. You do want to rub it in. It doesn't have a tint, but I feel like this does not leave much of anything. It comes out white. It has 19%, 19.5 zinc, whereas Tatcha only has 9%, 10%, but there's no white cast, and it leaves you with this gorgeous glow. The scent is like nothing. And you have all these ceramides, which I love in my skincare. This is just like the most exciting thing to me. This is from Vanicream. Have you guys tried anything Vanicream? Because this is kind of in the avenue of CeraVe, like these heavy ceramide, unscented, safe for sensitive skin products that you can find at the drugstore. I'm way too excited about this. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30. Now, right on the front, it says for sensitive skin, free of dyes, fragrance, masking fragrance, lanolin, parabens, and formaldehyde releasers, non-comedogenic, gluten-free, like nothing to clog your pores, 19.5% zinc oxide. This is amazing. I have been reaching for it more than my Hall of Fame sunscreen that's like a whopping $50 from Sephora from Tatcha. Now this one does have skin loving ingredients in it as well, and she's a little bit tinted, but the tint doesn't cover you. It just kind of goes away. Like, I guess it's to mask the fact that zinc sometimes can leave a white cast, but this one really doesn't. This one has 10% zinc oxide. Both have, oh, take out, this one does not have hyaluronic acid. So this one has squalene, the Tatcha has hyaluronic acid. Both are very nourishing, moisturizing, but this one right here will not clog your pores and will not break the bank. I have a hair stick from Five Below. Now, one of the most popular items on Amazon, which I have, is from TIGI. It's a hair stick. Everybody swears by this to kind of get your flyaways if you're doing a bun. You guys know I love doing my big Tati bun. I generally like to get those baby hairs, which I have a ton of in the front, that are just like wild. Like, look how tiny they are. They don't grow. It's been like this my whole life, and they have a mind of their own. I need something to lay those puppies back, and I don't like taking hairspray because then the hair looks crunchy and gel-like, and it's just, ugh, you know what I'm saying? So I like taking a light wax. The TIGI one is good. This is from Five Below, and the texture on it is a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit glossier. You can see the gloss on my hand. And I like the size of it too, because you can just do this business. This is Amora Slick Trick Hair Wax Stick, which really the packaging on any of this Amora stuff at Five Below is going to be a riff on Amica, which I love that brand so much, but this is the one that actually made sense to me to not spend a ton of money on, and it does work. We just got a Five Below like 5 minutes away from me, literally. It's very convenient. I will be keeping on top of all of the dupes because literally it is a heartbeat away. All right, so where we're at with the dupes, I have one like dud dupe. Can that enter the conversation in this video? A dud dupe. We're taking a moment for a dud dupe, one that I wouldn't recommend. The Unreal from Hourglass Liquid Blush, and then we have the Revlon Glimmer Blush Drops. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but these both suck. They are both just way too hard to blend. Dispensing the product out of these components, like it's supposed to be so slick where, you know, it has this like little dropper. It's a nightmare. Now, the reason I don't consider these dupes, even though they have a very similar dispensary thing, and then the texture is very similar and they're both a liquid blush, is because the Revlon is super shiny. Now, the Hourglass one does not have shimmer in it, but it's nothing I'm reaching for. So as much as I want to be like, fabulous dupe, you guys, like, look at this, amazing, like I kind of have to give you the on-the-spot review. I don't like either of these. Something I really like, Jason Wu. I think Jason Wu is a very underrated brand. The brand is doing really well over on Schmick. Now, in my Target, I think they're not in Target anymore in my Target. Are they in your Target? Let me know. Their products are so freaking good for drugstore. They're like shockingly good. All right, from Urban Decay. Now, you would never guess that these two are so similar because the Urban Decay packaging makes you think that this particular lip pencil is going to be a lot darker. This is in the shade Naked. It's their 24/7 Glide On Pencil. Glide is the name of the game. Long wear is the name of the game when it comes to the Urban Decay formula, right? And also it's like light, peachy. It's got this like nice, you can almost put it like right in the center of the lip and it looks really, really nice. Jason Wu, you can see I need to sharpen. I use this one quite often. Same thing. So Jason Wu goes on nice and creamy, almost like a lipstick. Anytime you use light, it's going to pull forward so it can make your lips look like a little more juicy and a little more pouty. That's a really great technique to just take something a little bit like this. This way you're not doing like full concealer lips. You're using something that's appropriately formulated for the lips that's not going to make your lips look dry or weird. And typically you want something that has a little bit of a peachy or pink tone, and then it ends up looking really pleasant. The shade is My Angel. Love that. And if you had maybe guessed that I cleaned out my lip drawer, you would be right. I got rid of like 200 lip items. I kid you not. I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't have like this obnoxious collection anymore, but while I was pulling everything apart, if I saw items that were the same, I was like, I need to tell my audience about them. So this is kind of not a perfect shade dupe. However, I have to share it with you anyway because there are so many gorgeous, expensive, glimmery lip glosses that I personally love. I love glimmer, shimmer, and a gloss. I think it can make the lips look incredible. This is one from Bobbi Brown in the shade Crushed. Now this has a lot of those kind of little tiny, it's not obnoxious, micro sparkles in it. And when it just like grabs the light, it's just like ding, ding, ding. It just does something to make the lips look a little fuller, have a little more dimension. Just seeing glimmery, shimmery just kind of fly off and sparkle off the lips is really beautiful to look at, in my opinion. And I have a few high-end items that I really do love that do this. Another one would be Honey Diamond from Anastasia. Gorgeous. And then of course Half Magic, they do everything glimmer shimmer right, in my opinion. This is the Magic Drip Gloss in Frosty. I'm gonna just layer this one on top a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. It just does something. It just does something. I'm making a bigger deal of it, but like there are makeup moments that are just for you also that are just satisfying. And putting on your lips before you go out the door, having that moment to me is always just like the sprinkles on top. So this is my option from the drugstore out of everything lips that I just swatched. This was the only one that came close to performing like luxury from the drugstore category. This is the Yummy Plumper Gloss. This is in the shade Blingtastic. See, that is a name that like I want to be in my imagination self, like a part of that boardroom meeting where they're like, what should we call this? And someone's like Blingtastic. Okay, let's put Blingtastic on the top. It's just giving plumping as a bonus, which I like. It's a cool, minty, subtle, but gonna get the job done kind of a plump. And it gives you all of that fantastic, gorgeous little sizzle, like a firework on your mouth. It's so good. My job is complete. That is where we land. I hope you guys enjoyed this roundup of dupes. If you did, please thumbs up the video, subscribe, share the video, leave me those comments. I love hearing from you. And other than that, go and have the best day, you guys. I love you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.